ChordStylePiano.com Learn Piano for Free video series. My name is Jerry Baird, and I have been playing piano for more than a dozen years. I have been teaching for about 9, and I've been playing in this chord style piano style for about a decade. And I absolutely love it. I also play classical style, which doesn't necessarily mean classical music, it just means note reading. And we're going to learn the song Amazing Grace today. Let's take a look at the music. This is song 33 in Book 1, and that is available at ChordStylePiano.com. If you'd like to have a book with all of these songs, there are 50 songs total in Book 1, there's 50 songs in Book 2, and 49 in Book 3, and we're going to be creating videos for all of those songs. Amazing Grace, we have an F chord, a B flat chord, a C7 chord. Notice there are some ties here, so we are going to hold this C for a total of 5 counts. A half note gets 2 counts, a dotted half note gets 3 counts, and we'll be doing the same with our left hand. And the same thing here, 5 counts at the end. Let's play a basic version of Amazing Grace, and then I'll show you a way to make it sound more interesting. And keep in mind that with this chord style piano, what we're really looking to do is kind of develop our own style. So when I play kind of a fancier version of a song, sometimes I won't explain everything I'm doing. And part of that is because I don't want you to just do exactly what I do. This style of piano playing isn't necessarily about memorization or learning to play it exactly a certain way. It's learning to develop your own style, to find your own voice. And so you can use some of the techniques that I'm providing and explaining to do that, and of course just listening to the performances and listening to other music can help you develop your own style. But that's kind of the bottom line, is that I don't want you to play like me, I want you to play like you, and my goal is to give you tips and techniques and things like that that will help you become a better you when you're playing the piano. So let's play a basic version of Amazing Grace. Now, one thing about this song, music is sort of alive. If you've heard music that's played by a computer, not just music that was recorded with or written on a computer, but music that's actually played, like you feed the computer the notes and the computer plays it. It's very flat, it can be very robotic. I suppose there are probably advanced computers that can sound more human, but we're not just trying to regurgitate exactly what's on the page, especially in chord style piano. We want to sort of add our own dimensions to it. So music can have, there's a lot of variations that we can do when we are playing a song, and especially a song like this. If I play it all at the same volume and the exact same tempo, it's just not as exciting, it's not as alive, it's not as human. And so we want to be thinking about expression. Are there places where I can get loud? Are there places where I can get soft? And of course in Amazing Grace you've probably heard versions where instead of just playing, there's kind of a triplet, it's called, where instead of playing 2 eighth notes like this, we play 3 notes in that exact same amount of time. And it's fairly common for Amazing Grace to be played like this. Now that note is not written there, of course, but it doesn't have to be. We can change it, just like we can kind of make up our own chord accompaniments by looking at these chords and then determining what would be the best way to play that to make it sound interesting and enjoyable. We can do the same thing with the right hand. We can add notes in We can actually write them in, like get a pencil or a pen and put them there so that we remember them. Or eventually, and this gets easier with practice, we can just put them in because we know how it works. We know where they should be. It's a combination of our note and scale knowledge as well as just experience from spending time at the piano, learning to play by ear, knowing subconsciously what sound a note is going to make even before we play it. And so I'm going to play a little fancier version of Amazing Grace, and I'm going to pay attention to the dynamics. I'm going to slow down in some spots, I'm going to speed up in other spots, so you can also change tempo a little. You want to keep kind of a steady rhythm, but you can sort of add expression by changing that tempo a little bit. And then of course I'll be looking at the volume. And also, we do not have to play in the same octave. So if I'm here, well, I can just move up on the keyboard. So here I am, here at this, there's middle C, that's what's written in the music. Well, I can just move my hand up here. And just get a little bit different sound, and I can do that throughout the song. You don't want to move all the time, you don't want to move every 3 notes, but there are times when you can play a phrase down in this octave, and you can play another phrase down here, and then come back here. It's a matter of personal preference. So those are some of the techniques that I'll be using as I play this version of Amazing Grace.